My name's Carl Richardson. I'm with StoneHouse Foundation Repair. I created this video to go over the different types of foundation repair processes, and I did that for one reason. I want to make sure that you make the right decision for you and your family and your house. We're a local family-owned and operated business out of the San Antonio area, providing obviously foundation repair. And just going to go over a few things today with you about our process, what we do, what makes us stand apart, and the traditional way of repairing concrete, and the reason why it doesn't work, and the reason why there are so many things that fail. We only install one product under your home, and it's steel piers, and we're going to be going through some of that today and showing you why we chose that and why it's the only way we repair foundations. So the first thing that we're going to discuss today is the traditional method of repairing your foundation. If you've had your foundation repaired in the past, more than likely you know what these are, you have seen them. These are called concrete cylinders. This is a traditional method. This is what everybody used to use back in the day. And today we're going to be talking about why they're such a bad product and why you want to avoid using these. There's several reasons why. One of them is the compression. So once you start pushing these things, we try to push a house to where we're hitting 10,000 PSI. Well, with these, you can't do that because it's concrete, and you'll see later in the videos or you know, we have other photos and other videos that show how easy these actually break. So the traditional concrete cylinders can be pretty much bought at any home improvement store. You can see when you go to visit the store and you look at these cylinders, the build quality is just not there. You see a lot of cracked and broken cylinders laying on the pallets, next to the pallets. These are a short-term solution. They will lift your house, they will level your house, but they will not hold your house long-term. You will have issues in the future because they settle. The problem is, since they're so big around, you can only push them so deep before you're lifting the house so much, you have to stop. We're using the weight of the home to push these down in the ground. Well, say you push it down to 6,000 PSI, over time, it's still gonna settle. And so when it starts settling again, you're gonna be calling your foundation company, hey, something's going on, I'm seeing the cracks open up again, or my plumbing's broke again, or you know, you're getting into all these costly repairs again because they failed. It's a big problem in the industry, and we chose not to install these because of all those problems. It's pretty detrimental. I would say close to 80–90% of the houses that we work on are houses that previously had concrete cylinders installed. Matter of fact, we're starting a house next week. The customer had concrete cylinders installed a year ago, and they failed. And the customers reached out to the warranty or to the company who did the work, trying to get the warranty, and they won't answer the phone. So now we're going back to the house and we're putting steel piers everywhere they put concrete. We see this a lot. We see it all the time. We deal with the customers actually coming outside crying because they just spent $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 to lift their foundation with concrete cylinders, and now they're back to square one. And so I tell everybody, you know, these will come with some companies offer a lifetime warranty on them. The problem is, are they going to live by that warranty? Most of those companies change their name or change ownership or go bankrupt every 8 to 10 years. And they do that because they know these are only going to last 7, 8, 9 years, and they're going to fail. So they change ownership and wipe all the warranties away. And unfortunately, we run into that quite a bit. There's companies that I know have been in business in San Antonio a long time, but a lot of people don't know they change ownership. So you won't know until you actually call to make your warranty claim and find out that you no longer have a warranty. So it's pretty critical. I get it. You know, you're a homeowner, you're trying to save money. You're getting offered a lifetime warranty. In your mind, you're getting exactly what we were going to give you, right? Your house is still going to get fixed. The problem is you won't know right off. It's going to take time, but once your house starts settling, it's going to settle. It's inevitable. It's going to keep going down, and then that's the point where you'll think about it and you'll wish you had made a different decision. All right, so the next part, we're going to talk about the system that we use here at StoneHouse. We use a steel push pier system, and basically what we're doing is we're pushing steel down in the ground instead of concrete. There's several advantages to this. This particular system that we use, there are several different steel systems, but the one we use is, we feel it's better for specific reasons. One is everything is steel. There's no concrete involved. Everything that we use is made out of steel, Schedule 80 steel, and obviously it's a whole lot stronger than concrete. The second part is what we're pushing down into the ground is a much smaller material than a big concrete cylinder. So we're able to push a lot deeper. With concrete, you might be able to push 8 feet deep. We're pushing up to 50 foot deep. So we're hitting the load-bearing strata. We're hitting solid ground where your house won't move again. Another good thing about our product is that it is not prefabricated. We fabricate everything in-house using quality materials. The system that we use is a long-term solution. It's not a short-term solution. This is made for the customer who wants a good product under their home, who wants to keep their home, or they're going to pass their home to their children and they don't want their children to have problems, or it's a rental home and you don't want to deal with this again. There's a lot of good things that come out of using steel, and that's why we chose to use it, and that's the only product that we put in the ground. So now I wanted to go into the process. What is the process for utilizing the steel pier system that we use? Some of it's the same as using concrete. The process, our process is a less invasive and it's a lot cleaner. So basically what we do is we shoot elevations of your home, figure out where it's falling, and we put pier placements on we figure out where we need piers in order to lift your home or level your home. Everywhere one of those piers go, we're going to dig a hole about 12 inches round and about 24 to 36 inches deep. Basically, we don't know the depth until we start digging. We have to get about 16 inches under your beam. And we have to do that because this here needs to fit under the beam. This will now be what's supporting your house. Your beam of concrete will sit right here, okay? And so what we're doing is, as soon as we get the hole dug, we slide this down in the hole, sit this under the beam, and that's where it's going to stay forever. And then we have our steel pipe that actually gets pushed through here. That's the pipe that's going to go down till it hits 10,000 PSI. And those are right here. So we use 4-foot joints, okay? There are companies out there that use 1-foot joints, but that's a different process. Our process, we push Schedule 80 pipe through here. I have a small piece here just for a demonstration. So basically this pipe goes through here, and we're gonna push this pipe down until we hit 10,000 PSI in 4-foot sections. So what happens is we're gonna push 4 foot down, and we're gonna have to add another 4 foot on. So we have a part that's called a coupling, and these will slide into here. We slide another pipe on top of it, and then when our machine pushes it all together, these pipes have a crimp. Once that crimp is folded into the pipes, it's no longer gonna move. And we just continue to do that until we hit 10,000 PSI. Once we hit 10,000 PSI on all the piers that we are drilling or that we are pushing, we lift the house, and we lift it all at one time. And these ears right here are what we use to lift. We pick up on these ears, and we're picking up on your house at the same time. So once we get that to where your house is level, we weld this pipe right here, and it's welded off. Once it's welded off, that's where it's gonna stay. We don't have issues with them settling afterwards because we're able to push so deep, and we don't have issues with them shifting, cracking, breaking, any of that stuff. So now I want to talk a little bit about pricing, what the price difference is between the two different systems, and the reason why on the front end it might be cheaper, but on the back end it's not, right? So you can get concrete cylinders installed for about $500 or $600 a pier in San Antonio in this market. Our system, our steel pier system, you're going to spend between $900 and $1,500. It just depends on the company you hire, and and their process is a little bit different, or they just charge more for their product. But between $900 and $1,500 is the going rate right now in the San Antonio market. So if you look at the difference between that, so you're going to spend $500 to $600 on these. You're going to spend like $900 to $1,000 on these. So you're going to spend about $400 more per pier to never have to worry about this problem again. Or you can spend $400 less and have to worry about getting your house re-shimmed every year, 2 years, 3 years, and worry about warranty issues. One thing a lot of people don't realize when it comes to warranties is, yes, you have a lifetime warranty, but that warranty does not cover any of damages that happen from your house falling again. If your plumbing breaks again, it's not covered. If your walls crack, brick cracks, floors cracked, none of that will be covered. The only thing covered is the readjustment of the piers. So you don't want to have to go through that expense every 2 to 3 years. That's where you end up paying a whole lot more for these than you would have paid if you had just gone with a good product. All right, guys, well, I appreciate you taking your time to watch. I'm hoping that I was able to share some value with you and to help you make the right decision, right? It's not always easy. It's a hard decision. Not everybody has the same goals in their home. Some people are just trying to sell it and move on. Some people are keeping it long term. They're gonna pass it on to family. You have to make that decision. I just try to guide people in the right direction, right? I just want you to make the right decision. Whatever that decision is for you and your family, just know that we're here to help. And if you have additional questions, please reach out.